Today, as you heard, we have two wonderful artists with us. Farah Bishara is a renowned bronze sculptor and one of the leading Arab women in this field. Now living and working in Haifa, Sanaa was born in Nazareth, attended the Academy of Design and Education in Haifa, earning a BA in Fine Arts and Sociology at the University of Haifa, followed by a degree in Museology, and is currently finishing MA studies in Humanities and the Arts with an art-based research specialization at Oranim College. Farah Bishara creates multi-pieced work based on the women's figure, allowing in her words, quote, "The viewer can compose a changing narrative." She created a life-size statue of Saint Charbel for the Maronite Church in Haifa, a sculpture installed in the Industrial Park in Nazareth, and work in private collections around the world. Presently, Sanaa is working with simple materials like clay and cardboard that, and I quote from her, "convey feelings of instability as an expression of family memories." Sanaa is represented in private collections around the world. Throughout this presentation, we will take questions from Zoom chat and on Facebook Messenger to be answered by the artists following their presentations. So please send your questions via the chat feature on Zoom and the comments feature on Facebook. At this point, I'm honored to introduce Farah Bishara with the first question that we'd like to ask her. And Sanaa?
Yeah.
How can you talk about how your work has changed specifically, and then how do you begin making your art? What are you doing now, and why are you making that work?
Okay. First of all, I want to thank Faisal and you and all the people that are watching us. I'm really glad to be with you. About the question, I want to answer that I began like a hobby in the school, and after that I continue learning at the university, BA, and after that I learn also another things. And then يعني لسه عم بخلص MA.
I'm finishing my master's.
Yeah. And I want to tell you about that I specialize in sculptures, and my project I do it at the university in sculptures, and after that I take the bronze sculptures, and also the bronze sculptures I make يعني كمان changes in the bronze sculptures. I begin يعني بلشت أول شيء الحقيقي realism. I begin with the realistic, and after that the cubistic, and after that I take يعني الأسلوب تبعي
Your style.
my style اللي الكل بيعرفني يعني فيه، وأنا يعني I was يعني انشهرت بهذا الأسلوب اللي هو صرت أقطع التمثال يعني.
So I used to divide up the statue.
So I make the statue made from many parts. Every part is independent, and altogether the whole and all its aspect altogether makes the real things. And in the another side, you can it's modular. You can all the times you can change and do it like you want. And lately I exhibit at the Al-Fahim gallery, and يعني كان معرض خاص.
Was a private exhibit.
Yeah, and I feel that I want to do a change. I did an installation in a silent screen. Its name is Silent Screen. وغيرت I change in material and shape and the subject, and it make me feeling that I want to continue in this, and after that I continue and the MA and I continue now. I'm doing the last installation, Welcome Home. I will speak about the things and let you see what I let you share my sculptures maybe. Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah.
Sana is going to share her presentation now.
Yeah, to know about what. Yeah, here.
Okay, we see it.
Good. Just a little. This is the picture, a small sculpture. This is also a modular. You can put the woman and the man separate, and you can make it together. I want to show you the beginning. I do a realistic, like a infant, and I told you after that I do a cubist. I have many sculptures, but I choose a little. Here is another sculptures, also a cello player. You can see the body of the woman and the man, and I do many things, melodies of the body about يعني الرقص. كان في يعني بدايتي كنت أعمل مواضيع أكتر فيها رقص وطفل وحياة هيك شيء.
From the beginning, I used to have subjects involving dance and children and other subjects.
Yeah, and here you can see I begin to يعني do after the cubism I begin to make يعني فراغ بقلب التمثال.
So I leave space inside the statue.
And after that, I make it separate parts. So each part is dependent, and you can also, this is in the museum. It's putting, I'm glad it's in the museum.
Yeah, these are at the Palestine Museum US in Connecticut. These two, and there's also a third one that's not shown here. Yeah, these are on display now.
You can tell them that you can play with another. يعني بينفع تدوروا هذا التمثال الثاني كمان يتحرك.
Yeah, this statue here, you can turn the face and turn the hands and reconfigure it, the same as the one on the right. It's made of two large pieces, and you can move those around and
play with it,
reorient it. Yeah.
I think what I do multi-pieces, you can play like a Lego with my sculptures. Here you can see small sculptures. I have many like this. Saharin. I have many like this, so you can play all the time. Put the legs like you want, and many. It's a small sculptures.
So Sana, are the two? Are these the same thing, or just two different configuration of the same thing?
Yeah, this is the same sculpture, and you have many, not just two. You have many options that you can play, and the viewer can compose it like he wants.
Wow.
This is my style. All the people know me about.
I couldn't really tell. I thought they were just two different.
No.
Two different things, and the way they you know, it's
I make also. I make a film like a stop motion. Every time you can change the leg in another, you can put it like يعني على البحر وبينفع الرجلين لفوق ولتحت وكثير أشياء.
This is 12 by 10 by 17 inches or centimeters are these?
It's small.
Centimeters, yeah.
هاي كمان. مثلا هيك كمان هذا هيك. هاي على الطاولة عندي هون. But like this, I have many like this, small, and also I have a big, like you have in your
the museum, yeah.
Yeah. I want to tell you that I have a challenge to do a big sculptures like this. Is flamenco. It's in a clay, and it's bronze, and it's in some place in Jerusalem, and I want to tell you, this is about the installation at Al-Fahim. I do it installation 48 sculptures. Every sculpture is separated, two parts, and they are also with screaming and enhance up. هاي الانستليشن مش أحكي عليها كتير, بس I want to tell you at the last exhibition or last installation I do it. It's called Welcome Home. The story about it that I met شو بقولوا يعني شفت تقدر تحكيها القصة عني شوي؟
Yeah, but tell me some of it and I'll translate.
I live in Haifa all the time, and my aunt was living in Haifa at 48. She left, and all the time I didn't know where's her home. So all the time I know in this street, but I didn't know. After that, I searched. I found a place, the home. So I take a photo and look at it at home. I saw at the الطابق التحتاني يعني.
The first floor.
Yeah, it was يعني غيروه لدكاني.
They turned it into a store.
Oh, it was everything there. Welcome home. So I was shocked about this word, and I decided I must make an installation about this home, because I think for who is the home. My aunt يعني إنه يعني صارت متوفي خالتي وهي كانت تيجي على البيت مرات وتيجي بس بدها تشوف البيت يعني. ومرات كانوا يخلوها تفوت ومرات ما كانوش يخلوها تفوت.
So your aunt has passed away, and she used to come just to see her old house, and sometimes they won't let her see it.
And sometimes not. So because it's يعني شقلبت حياتي فعملت الأرمة هنا بالinstallation مشقلبة.
Yeah, because this whole thing kind of turned my life upside down. I'm using the banner upside down as well, because it almost turned my life upside down thinking about it.
Yeah, but the banner, I take it the same banner. I put it and take it the same banner and I put it. I didn't change it. I see it like this. This is important also. So it make يعني بتعمل العلاقة بين القديم والجديد كمان.
Yeah, the relationship between the new and the old.
And that's it. Here is the installation. I begin with الشبابيك الثلاثة هذولا.
The windows, the 3 windows.
عملت من كرتون اللي هي مادة بتعبر عن التنقل وعن يعني.
Yeah, they're made out of cardboard, which is a material that implies movement and lack of permanence.
الكرتون هذا هو خلية نحل كمان برمز لإشي اللي هذا اللي قلبه بيكون مخزق.
Yeah, this cardboard is corrugated and also is symbolic as well.
And يعني المواد البناء استعملتها كمان نتيجة للتغييرات اللي كانت.
I used building material also here.
And the important thing, this is I make the table the last dinner. I يعني name it the last dinner العشاء الأخير، وهي يعني معمولة إنه ما بتقدرش تقعد عليها ولا بتقدر تحط عليها. You can't put anything at it, and you can't يعني sit and eat at it. And also it's from cartoon يعني. And the legs يعني اشرح فيصل بس.
Yeah, it has basically it's a folding table, and the table has no surface on purpose that you can't sit and eat at it or do anything with it.
يعني العشاء الأخير.
Yeah, the last dinner, the last supper.
هاي اللي هي فاضي يعني فزق عبارة عن فزق الإجرين حديد، وهاي الكوبايات اللي اتكسرت اللي بلحظة واحدة in 1 minute the life is it changes. وهاي الكوبايات اللي سيراميك you can see the tea cups it's يعني مكسرة هيك خصوصي عملتها كمان هي بترمز it's symbolic.
Yeah, a broken ceramic cups and containers.
اللي بحطوها بقلب الشاي.
Yeah.
والسمك اللي ريحته طالعة smell not good.
The rotten fish, the frozen.
I put it in the يعني حطيتها على عجلة شاي شو بيقولوا لها من كرتون كمان قصدت إنه تكون من كرتون عشان ترمز للتنقل.
Yeah, it's on a trolley
for tea, and I put here a fish and اللي معفن الفلفل اللي معفن حطيته.
Yeah, the rotting peppers.
Yeah. وهون الأواعي لأنه مرات كنت أفكر كانت تيجي سمعت إنه كانت الناس هي كانت مأجر الناس، فلما أجت شافت الناس اللي استأجروا منها صاروا أصحاب البيت.
Yeah. She used to rent the house to people, and now she came and found that the people who rented for her became the owners of the house.
So maybe the same clothes she took, and this is الفوطة اللي كانت هي الذكرى الوحيدة اللي عندي منها. The only memory I have from her,
the towel.
Towel. So I make it like يعني اتحجرت كيف بيقولوا.
Yeah, it's made out of stone now.
Yeah.
Frozen in time.
Yeah. وهذا هو. بحب أحكي كمان إذا في أسئلة أو هاي هالتمثال مار شاربل كمان اللي عملته كمان.
This is the statue in Nazareth, right?
لا, in Haifa, San Charbel.
San Charbel, yeah.
I make a challenge. I want to make this sculpture, and the people are thankful for me. And I make it at bronze, وطوله 1.85 يعني.
Yeah, it's 1 meter 85 centimeters in height. It's a large statue.
هاي باختصار يعني وشوية تماثيل حطيتها.
This is, in summary, an introduction to some of my work.
So
Nancy, questions?
Thank you so much, Sana. The work is absolutely beautiful. So we'd like to know at this point, what's the motivation for the sculptures you create? You've told us pretty well the ideas that propel them. Why do you create work mainly around the women's figure? And you've told us how the multi-piece sculptures relate to that changing narrative that you've said the viewer can compose based on their changing arrangement. Why do you do that? Is it fun? Does it share art with the viewer? What's the motivation for that?
Yeah. First of all, I make it like, because I'm a person, a woman, a mother, an Arabic and Palestinian, so I make it, hello?
Yes.
You change something?
We stopped sharing your stuff.
Okay.
So we can see you.
Do you want to share it still?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I want to tell that like a woman, I يعني إيش بيصير يعني معاي كمان بأثر علي. What I يعني زي ما فرجيت مثلا الأرملة اللي شفتها فأثرت علي، أو أياتها إشي ممكن أخبار أسمعه ممكن ترجمة.
Yeah, everything I see or I hear about Palestine and these things affects me and affects my work.
Like اللافتة اللي شفتها أو الأخبار أو أياتها إشي بسمعه.
Yeah, just like the banner and the news and everything that.
And as a woman, I also يعني كمان بهتم بموضوع المرأة اللي كمان يمكن مرات يعني بعبر عن حالي بشكل عن طريق التماثيل، ومرات sometimes يعني بشكل مباشر ومرات بشكل غير مباشر.
And I'm very interested in the women's subject, and I try to express my feelings through my work, sometimes directly, sometimes indirectly.
Not only the woman, all the things I met, but sometimes the woman is a symbol for many things. When I يعني make many parts, I want to speak about the many يعني وظائف المرأة الكثيرة. وكمان it's symbol for كمان الوطن المقسم، الإنسان المقسم اللي بعيد عن حاله، بعيد عن اللي حواليه يعني.
Yeah, I want to talk about the people that are divided, that are away from their loved ones and away from their country where they lived and all that.
I mean, it's symbolic when I separate a sculpture, also a woman, and I mean many things in this sculpture. And when I make it a modeler, I want to let the viewer can
participate.
Yeah, so he can feel with this sculpture. And also, I don't put a face. I all the time make it without face, because I want the viewer يعني إنه يعني يحس مع التمثال كمان، يحس حاله جزء من التمثال.
Yeah, I want the viewer to feel their part of the statue, and want them to imagine who the face is.
فالتمثال بعبر مرات عن طريق الخط الصحيح او يعني مش بس التمثال بعبر كثير، يعني مش بس على كيف انتم شايفينه، بس مرات عن طريقه التعبير فيه، طريقه العملان فيه كمان بتعبر عن كثير اشياء.
Yeah, so when the statue is reconfigured and moved around, it can convey different thoughts and different feelings for the person that has it, and it makes it a lot more interesting than a static statue that does not move.
And I mean the texture also, and it's also يعني تعبير هي بتنعاد.
It's an expression.
It's
Expression.
Yeah, expression. يعني
Nancy.
Thank you so much. Last question. And you started to answer this by saying what the changes in your work are, but how has the pandemic influenced your practice and the sculptures you create? As your bronze sculptures require casting, has your production been limited and changed to the cardboard and clay due to the pandemic? And how are you liking the change to simpler materials?
The pandemic affect all the يعني كل شيء بالحياة أثرت على كل شيء وكمان على الفن.
The pandemic affected everything, including the art world.
كثير من المعارض وقفت وكثير من يعني كثير شغلات وقفت عشان هاي
many exhibits were suspended. A lot of things stopped and a lot of things closed down.
And me I also يعني كمان أنا حاسة هذا الشيء علي لأنه جديد جبت I bring all the sculpture from one gallery that is closed. Also my children كمان يعني الأولادي والتماثيل رجعوا على البيت بفترة الكورونا.
Yeah, and my children were hanging around the house during that time as well.
As well as my sculpture, I think it because a gallery is closed, and also يعني at the beginning of the pandemic I have لمثلا كان عندي زي auction بالناصري كمان I have an auction at to يعني لمستشفى بالناصري.
I had an auction for a hospital for the benefit of a hospital in Nazareth.
Yeah, تمثال طلبوه مني.
And they asked me for one statue which I provided.
وكانوا مش عارفين شو يعملوا بنفس الليل اللي كان الحفلة التغى وبعده لحد لسه ما عملش شيء بالموضوع.
The benefit event was canceled at the same day it was supposed to take place, and it still hasn't been rescheduled yet.
فهو يعني بيأثر على كثير شغلات. هسه بالنسبة لي التغيير اللي أنا عملته about the changes يعني عملتها بلشت بالتغيير كنت مقررة قبل ما يبلش الكورونا، فيعني كان بنفس التوقيت، فالتغيير أنا كملت يعني غيرت بالمادي والشكل والموضوع بشيء كبير يعني، وصدفت إنه كمان بفترة الكورونا فكمان كان
keep going.
أوكي كمان محل صب التماثيل كمان صار صعب عليه مش زي قبل. فيعني التماثيل البرونزي هي بتكلف وأصعب التعامل معها بهاي الفترة.
Yeah, the bronze statues are difficult to make and they cost a lot of money to make. And during this period, that became more difficult even to do the bronze statues.
إذا ضلوا الفنانين اللي بيصبوا تماثيل ما يصبوا فيمكن كمان محل صب التماثيل يمكن يسكر كمان.
Yeah, and the places that service the artists that do the sculpture may even close down if the demand continues at the current low level.
بس بالنسبة لي أنا مكملة بشغل الفن لأنه الفنان ولا مرة بيوقف يعمل فن.
And as for myself, I'm continuing to do all my artwork because as an artist I cannot stop and I need to continue my art.
ومرات بيطلع يعني من الأشياء من الأمراض بالتاريخ الفني يعني كان مرات لصالح الفنان إنه كان يعمل أشياء اللي هو متأثر فيها، حتى بفترة المغر كمان كانوا يعملوا فنون بكل الفترات. يعني الفنان هو ولا مرة بيقدر يوقف عن إنه يعمل فن.
Yeah. Okay. So now a couple of people were asking, where your statues are, and are they for sale, and where people can you buy them, or any exhibits in the U.S. So let me just say that the Palestine Museum U.S. has an exhibit of 3 of the large statues, and you've seen pictures of 2 of them. And we also have plans to show an exhibit in Washington, D.C. pretty soon, and we'll probably be showing those 3 statues and possibly additional ones if we are able to get them. And Sanaa, of course, has a lot of her work for sale in Haifa. And I'm sure you can contact her there if you are interested in the works that she has. The museum, of course, has 3 pieces, and they are for sale. Anybody's interested, be happy to contact us.
I want to tell for the artist, it's never mind it's what's the يعني شو الوضع، بس مرات باب بيسكر وباب بيفتح. يعني من ناحية ثانية أنا حاسة مثلا إنه التماثيل صار في لها اهتمام كثير، وفي جاليري إسا مثلا توجهت لي إنه أخذت الصور بدون ما يكون التمثال عندها وهي بدها تشتغل معي. فيعني في شيء بيسكر وفي شيء بيفتح بالنسبة لي.
Yeah, with these situations like the corona crisis, some doors close, other doors open. There are opportunities. There are renewed interest in sculptures now, and one of the galleries that contacted me recently were interested in looking at my works.
وأنا بس بقول كمان إنه الوضع كمان بخلي إنه يصير في نقاش، ويمكن مرات أحسن لأنه بصيروا يشوفوا الفنان. يعني أنا قبل ما كنتش أقدر أجي على المتحف عندك، بس هسه هي الناس عم بتشوفني، بتشوف التماثيل، بتسمعوني كمان.
Yeah, one of the nice things about what happened, if maybe the only nice thing, is that now people can see me easily, whereas before I would have to travel there to be seen. And now we have a lot of people seeing the artists, and so that's a benefit from the corona crisis.
أنا متفائل يعني إنه راح يكون منيح، يمكن يكون أكثر على الشبكات الاجتماعية، راح يكون أكثر على اليوم في زوم. يعني لما وقفوا الأوكشن ما كانش في زوم، بس إسا صار في زوم وصار في، ومش من زمان ببيت لحم كمان باعوا عن طريق الزوم كمان.
Yeah, and everything is really changing for artists now, and it's a whole new world.